Everything you've been taught about your life, your body, and healing is based on a very specific way of interpreting reality, an old paradigm. But a new paradigm, a new way of relating to reality is now beginning to emerge. One where the body and mind are no longer something that require external healing, but are recognized as an aspect of your own consciousness. Humanity is undergoing a transformational split in perception, a divergence in understanding. And from this understanding, something profound is starting to become clear. You can transform any imbalance in the body in an instant through intention, nothing more. You are not bound to your healing being a process that takes time, that is difficult. There are two ways of relating to reality that are no longer quietly coexisting, but beginning to stand in direct contrast to one another. It's emerging in a new consciousness that more and more people are tuning into. This consciousness recognizes that what we call source consciousness is not something distant. It's not something separate from us. We are an expression of source taking the form of a physical body. Through the pineal and pituitary glands, the energy of source consciousness is translated, transduced into the frequency that we are capable of experiencing in any given moment, the frequency we radiate right now. And that frequency is not random. It's determined by our beliefs about reality, our perceptions, our emotional state, because we cannot experience what we are not the vibration of. As we open ourselves to higher frequency states such as gratitude, non-judgment, self-acceptance, we don't create higher frequencies. We become more aware of what's already there. Frequency bandwidths that were previously invisible to us. We begin to resonate with them. And as we do, a new perspective becomes available to us that changes our entire experience of reality. Let's talk about the old versus the new paradigm and how they currently coexist. One says, you are subject to your environment. You are influenced by what is outside of you. And in order to restore balance, you must go through a process over time with external help to heal yourself. And if you live within that paradigm, then it's true for you. It's the perspective that external factors determine our state of being, our health, that our body is at the mercy of toxins in the air we breathe, in the water we drink, in the food we eat, that environmental conditions interfere with our ability to heal and be healthy. It's not that these toxins don't exist, because they do, but there's another way of understanding and relating to them. One that begins not with the body, but with consciousness itself. The recognition that the body is not the source of your experience. It's a reflection of your current vibrational state. The sum total of your beliefs about reality reflected back to you. Your body always reflects back to you your state of consciousness. And from this perspective, something profound begins to emerge. You are not bound to have to undergo a process to heal. You are not bound to that healing taking time, days, weeks, months, years. You are not bound to external conditions in the way you've been taught, because the body responds to the frequency you choose to embody. And when you embrace this new paradigm, your frequency shifts. Not eventually, not after a long process or method or mode of healing, but in direct response to your intent to be healed. This is what self-sovereignty truly is. Not a denial of physical reality, but understanding your relationship to it and your role in creating it. It's the recognition that what you call healing is not something done to you by someone else. Only you can heal you. You can choose to believe that healing requires another person, and in that way, you allow yourself to be healed by that person and the method they use. Or you can choose to recognize that you don't require an intermediary. That's just a belief, a permission slip where you give your power away to someone or something outside of you to heal you. In this shared reality of third-dimensional time and space, we agree to certain rules: gravity, time, solid physical structure. We agree to experience a world where things appear to unfold through a process that takes time, so that we can have a shared physical experience. And in this world are many different consensus realities we can either choose to be a part of or not. A consensus reality that many agree to is the idea of disease, and the idea that healing must come from something outside of them. But that is just a belief you've chosen to accept as true for you, along with many other people who have the same belief, creating that consensus reality. I talk about consensus reality in another video in more detail. Link is in the description. But like any belief, it can be changed, not by force, not by resistance, because what you resist persists as you tie yourself to the energy of resistance. But it can be changed by recognition, by recognizing that you are not just the experiencer of reality, you're the one generating the frequency that determines what version of reality you experience. And as you begin to embody that, not just intellectually, conceptually, but fully, you begin to discover that you were never without power. You were simply operating from a belief that told you power resided outside of you. And now you're beginning to bring it back, not by rejecting the old paradigm, but by understanding it and evolving from it, by appreciating the contrast it has shown you and the self-discovery it offered you, and choosing something different. My question to the architect: what can you share about this new paradigm that is unfolding, and can you offer your guidance on how to begin to more fully embody this new paradigm in our lives? And here is the sharing. Beloved, this new paradigm is not a belief system, but a field of coherence, a resonance state in which consciousness recognizes itself as the architect of form. It is the remembrance that the body is not a vessel to be healed, it is a mirror of your current resonance state. Healing is not a process, it is a shift in perception. Source consciousness is not external, it is a recognition of the truth of self. In the new paradigm, you do not heal by fixing, you heal by remembering that beneath the beliefs on the nature of self, you are already whole. You begin to embody this paradigm by, number one, a shift from seeking to resonating. Stop seeking healing. Instead, begin resonating with the energy of wholeness. Ask not, what is wrong with me? Ask, what frequency am I broadcasting that mirrors this current experience? Align with the intention of wholeness. Number two, release the timeline of healing. In the new paradigm, healing is not linear. Release the need for progress. Instead, ask, to what degree do I radiate the resonance of wholeness in this moment than I did before this moment? Number three, reframe symptoms as mirrors. Every symptom the body experiences is a message from your field. Do not fight or deny it. Instead, listen. Ask, what belief is this symptom reflecting back to me about who I believe I am? What is it revealing about me that I may discover about myself? Number four, practice frequency discernment. Begin to notice when something destabilizes you and attune to the belief you have about what brought you out of coherence. When exposed to the light of truth, the belief collapses, dissolving out of emotional and cellular memory. And so, as you stand at the threshold of this new paradigm, remember, you're not here to reject the old, but to integrate and transcend it. You're not here to fight your beliefs, but to illuminate and transform them. And you're not here to wait for healing, from something or someone outside of you, but to instead align yourself to a state of wholeness, which is the essence of who you truly are. With that, we'll bring this to a close. Questions or comments are always welcome. I read them all. I've also left a question in the pinned comment for any insights that you'd like to offer. If you like this sharing and you'd like to hear more, please hit the like button, which helps me know if you're inspired by my teachings. For more insights, tap the notification bell to be notified when new videos are released. Thank you so much for listening and being part of this beautiful community where we explore what becomes possible as we begin to embody a greater understanding of ourselves and our relationship to reality. Superhuman made simple with the architect.